Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the DT. In this week's Torah portion, Jacob realizes that his end is coming near, and he summons his son Joseph to his bedside, and he makes him swear that he will not bury him in the land of Egypt. Rather, he will take him up to the land of Israel and bury him in the same burial place as his forefathers. Then, a little while later, Jacob became ill. And when Joseph found out, he rushed to his bedside with his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, in hope that Jacob would bless them before he passes on. And Jacob greeted them, and he said the following: Joseph, even though physically your sons are not my children, and technically they should not have the status of tribes of Israel, nevertheless, since they have elevated themselves to such a high level, they have become worthy of having the status of tribes of Israel. He then proceeded to bless the two boys, and he said as follows: By you shall Israel bless, saying, may God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. Meaning that parents will bless their children, that they should be like Manasseh and Ephraim. And in truth, traditionally, for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, every Friday night before the Shabbat meal, parents give blessings to their children. To the boys, we say, Yisimcha Elokim ke'Ephraim Menashe. May God make you like Manasseh and Ephraim, which is exactly what Jacob had said. But interestingly enough, to the blessing that's given to the girls is that they should be like our matriarchs. Yisimcha Elokim Kisara Rivka Rachel Leah. May God make you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. The boys' blessing, however, passes over the patriarchs and the 12 tribes, and instead focuses on the two sons of Joseph. But the question is obvious. If we would bless our children, we would bless them that they should want to emulate the best people possible. So when we bless our girls, we understand that we bless them to be like the matriarchs, because who better to emulate than the matriarchs? Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, Leah, those are the most unbelievable people to want to emulate. But for some reason, when we bless our sons, we don't say that they should be like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We say that they should be like Manasseh and Ephraim. Why? Why not bless our sons that they should be like our patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? In other words, what special qualities did Ephraim and Manasseh manifest that made them worthy that we should bless our sons to be like them? I would like to share with you two beautiful answers that I have heard, and each one carries with it a beautiful message for us. The first explanation is that Ephraim and Manasseh were the only two tribes to be born in Egypt, as opposed to the other tribes who were in constant company of their father Jacob, and for a small period of time their grandfather Isaac. It was the officers and the advisors of Egypt who frequented the home of Manasseh and Ephraim. And even though Egypt was known to be a place which was totally devoid of spirituality, they nevertheless managed to resist the influences and the temptations of Egypt, and they stayed true to the teachings of their father Joseph. Thus, Jacob found them worthy of being counted amongst the 12 tribes. So the blessing we give to our children is that although for almost 2,000 years we've been in exile, and we are surrounded with many influences and temptations, they should have the strength to be like Manasseh and Ephraim. They should be proud, strong, confident, and secure in who they are and their mission in life. They should never lose their Jewish identity and always realize that being a Jew is the most incredible privilege out there. The second explanation is that Ephraim and Manasseh, they grew from being mere sons of Joseph to being tribes in their own right. They rose above and beyond what the expectations for them were. They weren't satisfied with the status quo. They worked and became so great they achieved the status of tribes of Israel. Thus, we bless our children that they should grow into being more than what's expected of them. They should never be satisfied with what they have attained. They should always strive for more. May God give us the strength to always be proud of being Jewish with all of the things that we have bombarding us. never to lose our Jewish identity, to walk around and be proud that we are Jewish. And not only that, but to never be satisfied with the status quo. Never stay stagnant. Always grow and do even more than what's expected of us. Always continue our personal growth. Shabbat Shalom.